Hey y'all, so I let my intrusive thoughts win today and I decided to, you know what, I think I want to stop by the park and record a video. And originally I wanted to sit out and maybe dangle my feet a little bit. And then I saw the beware of alligator sign and something over there keeps splashing in the water, so I won't be doing that. I won't be doing that. I like having both of my feet. So yeah, so the video that I want to record is in reference to a text message that I got Sunday. Yeah, Sunday. And I actually asked the person, is that okay for me to share? Because it touched me what she sent. So one of my realtor friends, associates, sisters, she sent me a text message Sunday morning. I hear something over there, y'all. Like, if I record myself dying from fear, just for real, it's something is over there. So the message that she sent was, "Good morning. Thinking about you while I was in service today. I just want to let you know that you inspire so many. You got to keep going because we need what it is that you got. I love your faith walk. And I just want to say that I am praying for you as well, and that I miss you, and that God has got something for you. I was praying so hard this morning in service, and you just kept coming across my mind. I hope whatever it is, that God blesses you, and God blesses you abundantly. Take care, sis." So I can't even read the message without getting emotional, because I needed to hear that so badly that particular morning. I fasted from social media for a while, but if you know me, you know your girl is always posting. I do so many things: real estate and mortgages and author and landlord and all of these different things that I'm in, and I'm constantly doing something. I'm in a meeting, I'm making flyers. Like, it doesn't stop. It doesn't stop, and that is just like the bare minimum of what my day looks like. Not to mention that I actually still have an 8 to 4 that I'm working on top of everything that I do outside of that. And I've posted about this before, I've posted about this before. But when she sent me that message, I was in a space where I know that God is working in my life. I know hands down that He has been the architect from, I hope y'all heard it. I'm not going crazy, I promise. From the very beginning. And all of those things that hurt me, all of those things that brought tears to me, all of those things that brought pain and anxiety and physical, mental, spiritual doubts that I've gone throughout the entirety of my life, let alone in this particular season that I'm in. A season where I see the blessings, where I see the growth, where I see that I've already impacted some people, and I see where I have the potential to continue impacting people if I just stay steadfast. But steadfast isn't easy. Steadfast takes a lot out of you. And so when she sent me that message, I cried something fierce. And when I got to church later that morning, the service, we had Christine Kane, I think is her name, speaking. And one of the things that she was speaking on was, personal trauma and things that you go through, and how those things are a testament for what God can bring you through and use for His will. And it was just confirmation for me between the text message that morning and the church service, where I know I probably appear extremely transparent because there are things that I talk about that maybe the average person isn't comfortable with sharing, with my fails as a mother and things that I feel like I'm letting fall through the cracks, and wanting to do better for myself physically and eat better and all of those things, and not. Or I try it, it does work, it doesn't work, whatever. I show you all those things. I share all those things. I don't particularly talk about my past and my childhood or my traumas. And it's one of those things where that's definitely an alligator. It's one of those things where I feel like I've talked to so many people who have various traumas that they've endured in their lives, and into adulthood, I wish I could say like that childhood trauma ends, and then in our adulthood, people are just great, and there are no more struggles. But that's simply not the world that we live in. We live in a world where people will allow their trauma to become yours, where people have become so self-serving with no consideration of the hurt and the pain that they're causing to another human being who still has their own personal trials and tragedies that they're going through. And then here you throw a manipulator, an abuser, a user in their path, and a journey that was already tough just gets that much tougher. And you question God. Why is this happening? I'm really trying to be a good person. I'm not perfect, but I'm trying. So I feel like there's so many more people out there who need that text message that I got on Sunday morning. So I'm actually going to post the message in the description of this video. I encourage you to copy it and paste it, make it your own. And if you just need to send it to everybody in your phone list, send it. I've already sent it to a few people who responded like I responded. People who were in a void, and sometimes you don't even realize it. You don't realize what it is that you need until you get it, because you're so used to the grind and making things happen and making a way, and just praying God, for guidance and wisdom and success and forward movement in your life. Meanwhile, you really feel like for every step you take forward, you're pushed down. Like, you don't even get a step back. But it brought me to that moment of realization that even if you don't think that people are watching or that you have an impact, it doesn't mean that there aren't eyes on you that are getting some semblance of light out of seeing what it is that you do, out of seeing what it is that you've gone through, out of seeing you pursue and persevere despite everything, out of seeing you strive to meet your goals and your dreams and your aspirations, and you breathing life into other people, and you just living your life to the best of your ability. I have one of my friends right now that's going through such a tough time emotionally, but you would never know. She's pushing through. She's posting on social media. She's doing all of the things. And I know she's dealing with so much. And most of us are. I've been in a place where I was probably at the height of my life in a sense of financial stability and relationship and feeling like I had peace. And I had that uprooted. Since then, I've realized so many areas where I had failed. Spiritually, I wasn't there. My heart was there for people, but not forward thinking enough to having a platform to impact more people. I was comfortable enough not to need or have the inclination to do some of the things that I'm doing right now, because I was in a space where I could have gone the rest of my life in that phase and been happy, felt stress-free. And since that time, I've grown so much. I've found so many people who have been in similar situations that I was in and needed to hear what I said and needed to hear how I got through the moments that I went through. I know that oftentimes your journey may not be about you. It may be for you to have the tools and the capacity to pour into someone else when it's their time to go through. I realized that, and it's such a great responsibility. It's a great responsibility. It's a blessing. I know sometimes it can feel like a curse, but it is a blessing. So, I don't know. I'm sitting out here in what I wore to work today, and my intrusive thoughts won, so I put makeup on before I went to work, which I don't do. I never wear makeup to work unless I'm going to an event or something after. So I done did my makeup, and now I'm out here in full dress attire, pearls and all, at the park, sitting on the dock, probably surrounded by alligators, because I'm sure they can tell that I taste good, in the hot sun. But I feel like it was a moment that I needed. Today is Friday, and I'm thanking God for the revelation that He gave me on Sunday. He gave me another revelation today on my way to work, and I'm thanking Him in advance for giving me the strength to continue persevering, to continue doing His will, allowing Him to be my guide in that, giving me the strength to let down my guard enough for Him to lead, which is a struggle of mine. My go-to is perfection. My go-to is control of my situation, of my environment, of my outcomes. And in releasing that need for control and just giving myself up to Him and His will, He's only moved me forward. He's only helped me see my full potential. He's only helped me to learn that my capacity is greater than even what I know. And it's up to me to move it forward. It's a personal choice. It's a personal decision to show up every day and give whatever my best is on that day. My best may not be 100% every day. But on the days that I have 50, giving the 50. And that being okay. And that still looking like success for me. So this went longer than I thought. I did make it through without tears streaming down my face and messing up my makeup. So that's a win for me. And I hear bubbles. I hear, oh my God. Listen, if you have never been around a place where there are alligators, like you know they're there. I'm glad my moment is over, because that was too much. Okay, so anyway, back to our regularly scheduled programming.